Perspectives.
Anafram Market Perspectives, Monday Outlook, June 16, 2025. Welcome to your Monday edition of Anafram Market Perspectives, your weekly guide to market clarity, strategy, and insight. Let's dive into what's shaping the trading landscape this week. S&P 500 pre-market review. Red start to the week. Markets are opening the week on cautious footing. The S&P 500 heat map shows broad-based selling across most sectors. Tech names like Microsoft and Nvidia are both down about 1 to 2%, dragging sentiment in software and semiconductors. Oracle stands out, rising nearly 8% pre-market after continuing its rally from last week's earnings beat. Tesla is also up around 2%, bucking the downward trend. Adobe, on the other hand, is down over 5% following recent strength, while semiconductors, financials, and consumer discretionary names are all under pressure. Defensive sectors, including defense and energy, are showing slight resilience, with Lockheed Martin and ExxonMobil edging higher. The tone is defensive as investors prepare for a week packed with economic data and geopolitical risk. Trump's tariff effect, Pharma, steel, and supply chain tension. Trade headlines remain in focus. President Trump's renewed tariff plans are having ripple effects, especially in pharmaceuticals. Eli Lilly and Johnson & Johnson have announced over $100 billion in U.S.-based projects, many expedited to avoid future duties. However, these investments face headwinds. Steel prices are up 45% since 2020. Labor remains constrained by visa delays, and high-skilled construction workers are in short supply. Public sentiment is shifting too. A recent BMO survey shows 67% of Americans are now worried about tariffs and their financial impact. Tariffs have become more than just a policy debate. They're a driver of inflation, uncertainty, and execution risk across sectors. Economic calendar, pivotal macro signals. This week's calendar is heavy with key indicators that could shift investor expectations in Fed policy direction. Monday, the Empire State Manufacturing Index is forecast at minus 5.9. While improved, it still reflects contraction in activity. Tuesday, retail sales for May are expected to decline 0.6%, a number that could weigh on consumer sentiment and growth forecasts. Wednesday, the Fed's FOMC decision takes center stage. While no rate change is expected, the new economic projections and Powell's commentary will likely shape the next leg of market movement. Thursday, U.S. markets will be closed in observance of Juneteenth. Friday, the week ends with the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index and Canadian retail sales data. Markets are looking for confirmation of a Fed pivot, or signs that the disinflation trend remains intact. Earnings watch. From housing to consulting. The week includes earnings across sectors that could impact broader sentiment. Monday, Lennar Corporation will give insight into the housing market. Tuesday, Jabil and La-Z-Boy offer reads on supply chains and consumer demand. Friday, Accenture, Kroger, and Darden restaurants report touching on enterprise tech, groceries, and dining. These updates will test whether last week's market breadth gains are sustainable. Volatility update, VIX, rises sharply. The VIX has climbed to 21.05, up more than 12% from Friday's close. This move reflects increased hedging as traders prepare for potential surprises from the Fed or economic data. It's not panic territory, but it's a clear signal that caution is back in play. Bonus watch, ETF, and stock picks. ETF to watch, XLB materials. Tariff-sensitive industries like steel and chemicals could see added volatility. XLB is one to watch this week. Stock pick 1, Lennar. With earnings today, Lennar is testing Ichimoku support. A strong result could reverse current pressure. Stock pick 2, Accenture ACN. With downside momentum ahead of earnings, a surprise beat or bullish outlook on AI could drive a reversal. Final thoughts. As the week begins, markets are opening on a cautious note. Tariffs are now a real economic headwind. The Fed's tone may determine short-term direction. Earnings will test recent signs of broader market participation. Thanks for starting your week with Anafram Market Perspectives. Stay sharp. We'll see you Friday for the recap.
Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and share this with others. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives.